Today we're going to make cooked oatmeal bread. So first of all, we start with a large bowl so that we can mix it, do the kneading and everything all in the same bowl. So you need 1 cup of oats, quick cooking or old-fashioned. I use the old-fashioned. So you pour them in. You have a 1/2 cup of honey that we add to it. We'll get this in here. The recipe for this will be on the website. We're going to use 2 tablespoons of butter or coconut oil. I use coconut oil. The news today is that coconut oil is a lot healthier for you. So we're going to try the coconut oil today and see how that turns out. A tablespoon of salt. Okay, so we got our salt, we got that in there. Now I have my 2 cups of water, boiling water. Steam's coming off of it. It's a pretty easy process, so you mix all this together, stir it until you get your coconut oil or butter melted in. And then we're going to let this just set for an hour. Alright, there we go. That's how easy it is to get it started. We'll just let that set for an hour and we'll be back to add the rest. It's been an hour. We have our oatmeal in 2 cups of hot water along with our coconut oil and salt. Now 10 minutes ago, I went ahead and added a package of dry active yeast to a 1/2 cup of warm water, about 110 degrees. It's just warm. You can put your hand in there. It's like getting in a hot tub type warm. Okay, so then I'm going to pour this into the oatmeal mix. After I let it set for 10 minutes and it got all frothy. So we're just going to try it with the all-purpose flour and see how that comes out. So I'm going to add 2 cups. I have 4 cups in here. Add it and we'll stir that completely. And get that all stirred up in there. And then we'll add the remaining 2 cups. And you'll stir this until the bread starts to hold together and forms a ball. Pulls itself away from the wall of the bowl and becomes one ball right in the middle. In our pan, we've got it all stuck together so it's just a ball. You add a little bit more flour on top so that you can run your hands in here without them getting all messy. You knead your bread for 20 minutes until it gets elasticity and sticks together. It kind of feels like rubber bands. It's not really sticking to your hands. Spray the bowl. So you spray your edges with your oil. You roll your bread onto those edges, and now you can spray the rest of the bowl. You roll your bread around on the boiled bowl. Okay, so now you got your bread dough in the bottom of your bowl here. So we're going to take this over to the oven. So then you got a towel, nice clean one, and bring it over and you set it on top. Now we'll let our bread rise for 1 hour, and then we'll punch it down, divide it into loaves, and let it rise again for about 40 minutes, and then it'll be ready to bake. Another hour, and let's look at the bread. Oh yeah, you can see it's doubled in size. So we're going to punch it down, deflate it, and I've got 2 loaf pans here, all greased up. So what we're going to do is we're going to divide the dough into 2s, split it in half, Pat it down. We're going to stick it back over on our warm oven and let it rise for another 40 minutes, and then we'll be ready to bake. Okay. Now it's been in 40 minutes. We've taken the bread out of the oven, and it is pretty golden brown. You can see the tops of them here. Okay, so usually on a normal loaf of bread, I would take butter. On these, the recipe calls for honey. So you put a tablespoon of honey on each loaf of bread, spread it around, and then sprinkle it with just a few oats to give it a crispy top. All right, we have 2 finished loaves. Looking good, and they're cutting nice. No holes in the bread.